Good morning, Dubai. This is the Lovin Dubai Show with me, Casey.
And me, Masa.
And we go through the trending stories that everyone across the country is talking about. Our top story today, Dubai court increases Abu Sabah's fines to 150 million dirham in a money laundering case.
Should parents share their kids' pictures online?
And Dubai's Crown Prince honours top school performers.
And Dubai influencer Hadeel Marei claps back at body shaming comments.
In today's rapid weather report, it's mostly sunny with temperatures ranging from 31 to 43 degrees, and it's Friday!
Yay! Finally!
Yes,
oh,
finally.
God. We're 1 week away from the long weekend.
The days are crawling, but the weeks are flying. So we've got a 4-day work week next week.
Yeah,
absolutely,
and a 3-day
delightful.
weekend. How exciting!
How exciting!
Yeah.
Although I hear flights are getting expensive, it's expensive to do things, but that doesn't matter.
Staycation. Stay at home, actually.
Yeah, staycation. Just stay at home.
Stay at home.
Don't eat. Don't drink. Just be comfortable in your
enjoy that extra day.
In your home space with your loved ones, as long as you can manage.
Or with your partner, if you're married.
If you're married, with your partner, if you can manage 3 days, which you should be able to because you're married, unless
you've been married for years,
or unless
you didn't answer the right questions.
You didn't check in advance.
So, Casey, you're recently married.
That's true.
Okay.
July 12th.
Nice date. Okay.
No one's gonna give me an applaud for that. I'm happy with that.
Did you ask Dale certain type of questions to know if he's the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with? Did you get through that? You know what? We need to have this very serious discussion, very serious talk. I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions. Or does it just happen like randomly?
I feel like we probably touched on the important topics, but I never, did a social experiment quiz to check.
Yeah, that's interrogation. In general, where you're cooking and you just randomly ask, do you want to move out? Do you want to leave the city? Do you want to stay here?
That's a very important.
Yeah.
So, but there is certain things that one thinks that you should agree on before you get married, and where you want to live in the future is really key.
It's so important.
And if you both don't know, it's fine. But if one person is like, well, my elderly parents are in this country and I would like to be with them, especially if you're in Dubai.
Yeah, true.
That's
I think you always have to look at
an important topic. So we touched on that.
Yeah. I feel like, because this is what people always say, like if you don't like the city that you're living in, don't date within your city. Because
but Dubai's a bit different because
it's expats.
People are from all over, and who knows where you could end up.
And I feel like this is a really important discussion to have because here in Dubai, it's an international city, different nationalities, different cultures are all here. So if you do marry outside your culture, I think this is a very important question to ask. So if we left this country, where will you go back?
Yeah.
Where will you want to live?
So we touched on that for sure.
Okay, so agreed?
Yeah.
Check.
We don't have an answer, but we agree that we're both not sure. So that's fine.
What about the millions of singles in Dubai? Those are the questions that you need to ask right now if you're still single and you're looking for a relationship. I don't know.
What are we doing here? What are we actually doing?
We're asking questions that you need to ask. We're putting out questions that you need to ask your partner before you decide to marry this person.
Okay,
I'll ask you another question.
Okay.
Do you prefer shared or separate bank accounts? I think this is a very important one.
Well, salaries come into separate, and then you share.
Do you have a joint saving account?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you
sense.
share for the things that need to be shared, but then you also keep your own separates for things that should be separate. No, so then you're obviously sharing for like bills potentially or whatever. So there's a shared account, and there's probably a shared savings account.
And individual savings, I feel.
Yeah.
For yourself,
Well,
I feel like you never asked that question.
No, there's no shared for. Well, you don't really think about those things actually.
Yeah.
I don't specifically have my own future savings account for myself just in case. I don't have that, and I wouldn't like to think that way.
I think it's nice to have shared saving accounts.
Yeah, shared saving accounts make sense. But then if you're preparing for all eventualities,
true,
maybe you just siphon off the top.
And another really important question, and I feel like I think it depends on the culture, so it's really important to know the breadwinner, the provider, and what are the roles for each individual when it comes to family. You have to agree. You have to agree on that.
I don't think we really had that conversation.
Who's the main provider? Who's the main breadwinner? Who's the caregiver?
I know what I'd like. No, I don't. That's so interesting because I feel like at this point in life, we're both ultimately providing. But then you talk about what you want in life, which is to be both.
To be both, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really...
I think maybe it's because I sit on the fence on this, but I think if you know what you want in future in this, so it's like, do I want to be a caregiver? Do I want to be primary provider?
Yeah.
And if you have a clear-cut answer on that, it's definitely something that you'd want to mention in advance of getting married. So if you're saying, I want to be a caregiver as soon as I have kids and I don't want to contribute financially, then you've got to say that, because you can't just drop that bombshell after. Be like,
that's so true.
Be like, I was sharing, but now I
know what, I need to take a step back. No, but I think it's like
that's definitely an important conversation.
You have to discuss like, what are the expectations in a relationship? Like, what are you expecting of me? And I feel this is the first question I would ask. Can you be a provider because one day I'm going to stop working?
Yeah. Or, well, maybe not the question you ask, maybe it's a statement that you make.
Right.
Like, don't say, can you be providing? Like, I will not be working, if that's what you want to do.
So I will not be working, you'll be providing, that's it.
And that's what you would like?
Yeah, if I had, one day, inshallah, when I have my own kids, I will not be working.
Best of luck to you and your family. Cutie massive being a mom. And on that happy note, let's jump into our top story of the day. We're talking about a court case,
yes,
which has been ongoing for a while, but we have an update on it from Dubai courts yesterday.
So Dubai court increases Abu Sabah's fine to 150 million dirhams in money laundering case. So in one of the largest financial crime cases in UAE history, the Dubai Court of Appeal has increased billionaire Balvinder Singh Sahni's fine to 150 million dirhams. Better known as Abu Sabah was convicted along with 32 others in a massive money laundering case that saw shell companies and suspicious financial transfers used to move illicit funds both inside and outside the country.
The court upheld a 5-year prison sentence, a personal fine of 500,000 dirham and deportation after serving time, while also ruling that all defendants must now share responsibility for paying the 150 million dirham fine. Investigators revealed that computers, phones and assets worth 150 million dirham were linked to criminal proceeds and criminal proceeds were confiscated. This is according to the Khaleej Times. In addition, 3 companies tied to the case were also fined 50 million dirham each.
So the case involving 33 defendants has been described as one of the UAE's biggest money laundering trials. Some of the accused claimed that the case revolved around illegal cryptocurrency trading, but the court dismissed those arguments. So once a staple of Dubai's luxury scene, Abu Sabah was famous for his flashy lifestyle, lucky number obsessions and extravagant purchases, including the spending 33 million dirhams on Dubai's single-digit plate 5.
So as Massa said, known for luxury life, now the name is tied to one of the UAE's largest money laundering scandals. More details on that as we get it. Let's jump into our next story. We're talking about education and Dubai's Crown Prince honouring Dubai's top performers. So Dubai's future certainly shines bright, and the person who knows it, Crown Prince of Dubai, Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, he has congratulated the Emirates' top performing high school students for their outstanding efforts in the 2024-2025 academic year.
So a total of 40 Emirati and resident students from public and private schools were recognized under the Dubai Top Achievers Recognition and Support Program. So these students came out on top across a range of curriculums. So whether the UAE Ministry of Education, American, British or international baccalaureates, proving that the excellence in education knows no boundaries.
His Highness Sheikh Hamdan's recognition is not just an honour, but certainly a motivation for Dubai's youth to keep aiming higher and shaping the future of the city. If I knew that His Highness Sheikh Hamdan was going to honour my performance, I would certainly have tried. Put more effort in.
Yeah, I think this is a way to motivate and push people to do better. Like this, you get a chance. Your efforts will be recognized. You get into the top universities and the virtues of your dreams, the major of your dreams, and
you get recognized by the leadership here in
exactly.
the UAE. If there was any other one thing that would have motivated you Were you motivated when you were a teenager to study?
Yeah, because I had, what did they call it? Oh, it was a tip of my tongue. Academic validation. I used to have academic validation.
What is that?
So it's like, you know, you feel that sense of validation when you get good grades.
I never had that.
Yeah, although during school times, yes, I had expectations to do really well. But in university, after seeing my siblings, my parents were like, you know what? Relax, take it easy. You don't have to put a lot of pressure on yourself. As long as you get a good GPA, don't fail. But you're not expected to, you know, I get the highest of honors. But I did end up getting the highest of honors because I have that academic validation in me. Like, I cannot go a day without pushing myself.
Where do you think that came from?
I think family. All of my siblings are high achievers. All of them.
Ah, that's it. Are you competitive family siblings?
No. But you know what you do? Because you know what happens? Because me and my brother, we had the same teachers, okay? He's a doctor now, so there's a huge difference in IQ levels. I'm joking. So the same teachers that taught my brother taught me. So they would always compare both of us all the time.
And it worked.
And it worked. And sometimes they would tell me, your brother is so much smarter than you.
Ah!
Mahmoud is so much better. Yeah.
That's not nice, teachers.
Yeah.
The reason I ask is because it's back to school season.
Yeah.
And we talk a lot about kind of the younger kids, but also it's high school students, secondary school students' time. And you'll have some people who have that academic motivation, validation that you score high and you'll continue to try. You'll have others on the other side of the system who do not care one iota how they perform. And their poor parents will be pulling them through the hedges, forcing them, throwing them onto the table, being like, please study, but they don't care. I didn't care.
Did you care? Like,
no, I didn't care. And I didn't care. I just didn't, I don't know why. Mom, please don't watch this, but I think she knows. So I'm just, I'm trying to check, like, what are there ways that you could motivate students? And this is an interesting one. I think it's connect studies to real life. Because I just saw these books in front of me with things that I just didn't...
It's like, oh, I have to memorize.
Yeah, not even memorize, but I don't know.
You weren't... I
wasn't bothered.
I think, by the way, like, really, I don't think your grades or how you did in school or university is a determinant of how you're going to do in life. Because I don't know, like, doesn't mean that if you scored high, you're going to get the best jobs, you're going to get the highest roles, you're going to get the highest status.
I totally agree with you, and I think that's really clear now in terms of there's a lot more diverse ways that people can earn money and people aren't following the traditional academic route. However, at the time, unless you have parents who are super duper supportive and confident in your extra abilities, a lot of the emphasis is on academia.
Yeah.
Like, the awards that we're talking about are in academia, and if you're not getting those awards, you'll feel for about 5 to 10 years as though you haven't performed well, and you won't feel as smart as the other people. You'll be like, can I achieve something else? So you'll have a confidence, you might have a dip in confidence because of that.
But I feel like, Kevin, also the system needs to change because everyone has different skill sets. For example, people are good in certain types of things. For example, math. We had that conversation, we're not going to have it again. Math. Some people are really good with research. Some people are really good creatively. You know, it really depends on the type of skill set. And maybe, hopefully in the future, schools can introduce, you know, maybe towards the end of your years, basically picking something that can enhance your skill set more. You know, instead of following the same types of methods for every single student, and then this student will feel bad because they're not accomplishing, and this student will feel better because they're accomplishing. But it's just because they have different skill sets.
Yeah, that's true. It's a real tricky one.
You can't really unify it under one type of system. I don't know. I think times are changing, and I think education needs to change also.
I wonder. Yeah, it's a real tricky one when you think about how you would change systems. I do think, Mum, if you're watching, and if I was a teenager, bribery would have worked.
So rewards?
Yeah, bribery.
Never.
The more I think about it, I'm like, if someone had said, "You'll get this," and I know how that sounds really spoiled, but I don't think I cared enough, and I don't think I was able to connect it to real life. Like I just didn't have the capacity to look ahead to my future and how studying harder would have benefited me.
Yeah, true.
I regret not. I wish I had been more applied. Like I wish I applied myself more, and maybe bribery would have worked. Nice little haircut.
Nice little tweet, you know.
Shows how vapid we are. Okay, next up, more topics for parents. Should parents share their kids' pictures online in today's world of endless scrolling? Posting your children's cutest moments is also known as sharenting, by the way, shared parenting. Sharenting, yeah, it's a new word. It's become the norm. But actually, here in Dubai, many parents say protecting kids' privacy online is more important than getting those likes and shares on your account.
So sure, those pictures all feel harmless, but parents worry about the digital footprint, strangers saving photos, and the risk of misuse or identity theft. So once an image is online, you lose control of where it goes, and kids may later feel embarrassed, teased, or even face long-term self-esteem issues. So it's not just a what if. Around the world, children are taking action. An Austrian teen even sued her parents for posting over 500 photos without her consent, even including baby pictures she never wanted public.
And so what do Dubai parents think? So we put it to our WhatsApp audience. We said, is this okay? And the answer was extremely clear. We got about 1,500 responses. Most said, I think 1,300 and over said kids' pictures should be private. For families today, protecting children's digital rights is now the top priority. So if you're watching, what are your thoughts on this? You've seen accounts, like it's very normal here to share happy moments of family online. Because we're in a safety net, I think that people are even
more relaxed or more open.
People are very relaxed about it. So we put it to the audience, Masa. What are your thoughts on it?
I think I'll tell you. Okay, if you have a private account, do you enjoy yourself? You know, like this is an exciting milestone for you. But if you have a public account, you have a massive followings, and you have you have a big following, and you have a good interaction, and people tend to repost your content. I think it's better to hide your children's faces now. Because let me tell you something, like, you know, would you want your kids to be recognized in public if you were a big figure? I think this really depends on the children if they want to be famous or if they don't want to be famous. Some people they don't like being part of the spotlight, or they don't want to be recognized in public. Because here we don't have a massive celebrity culture, but still, like, do you want your kids to be recognized in public if you're a big figure? But if you have a private account, I don't know, you have 600 followings, you just want to share it with people that you know. I think it's fine, because I know myself, I'm going to be sharing my baby pictures.
With your closest?
Yeah, just with because I have a private account, so.
But it's just, the thing is that it's so common here. And I feel like every case is unique, and I don't judge parents for posting photos online. I think, does my sister do it? Anna, is your page private? I don't know. So I don't judge people for it, because I think it's a normal, it just happens here. But I really feel for kids in family social situations that are contrived. So we all know social media is the highs. People generally share the perfect realities. They rarely share the imperfect. And we know that social media affects people. And so if you're a parent of a social media family and you're choosing to share your kids online, I just hope for those kids that your head isn't in your phone so much and you're caring about the likes and shares, that you're not really enjoying family time. And I hope the photos that you're sharing are genuine moments and not contrived for social media. Like if you're putting, because you know sometimes if you're taking a photo of a plate and you make it, it takes like 60 seconds. But if you're doing that with your kids and then you're going back to phone to see how it's performing and you're using your kids for social media, I think it's gross and disgusting, and I feel so sorry for those kids. But then I think in other situations where it's not contrived and it's just a natural part of someone to do it, I don't judge them for it, and we are in a safe environment and we are in this kind of nicer, safer bubble here that there is more protection. So I think there's two sides of the fence. And maybe because your type of content is just parenting and how to deal with parenting and mom content. But what would you do if I'll ask you this question. You're a content creator, you have a massive following, okay? And a company contacted you. It's let's say it's advertisement for children. Okay, would you use your kids in those in this ad? Yeah, you'd have to, because that's your brand. I think though you might become, and then also like, what if you're the sole breadwinner and you're getting, if that's like a big brand and they're paying, and then that money goes to the kids and it's like a future thing for them. And then you decide, okay, maybe I'll relook at how much I'm sharing of my kids online, and I am a mum blogger. This is my, I am sharing with parents online. I'm creating awareness for different things. I'm informing parents that, you know, this is okay and this is okay. So I have a purpose, but maybe I won't share every moment of my kids.
True. But if you think about it, by the way, like if I was just thinking about my mom, okay, she posts the most embarrassing, she used to post it on the most embarrassing pictures of us on Facebook, like whatever we're doing.
And then it was fine. You see, that's the thing.
That's the thing. So I think those parents are just really excited about their kids and they just want to share it. How many parents did you sit down with where they opened their baby pictures and they just started scrolling and showing you the pictures? I think this is exactly what they're doing. You know, like the pictures that my mom has still up on Facebook.
So true. They're just proud of those happy moments.
Yeah. It's just, she had like a plate of fruit next to me and then my books, okay, and I'm wearing my pajamas and I didn't even realize that she's taking a picture of me, and then she just snaps it and just posts it on Facebook and it's still there.
This is the thing. But the thing is exactly like, it's good intentions.
Yeah.
And also potentially, you know, she's showing people in faraway countries like, look how Masa's doing. My mum, I woke up one morning, went wedding dress shopping this year, and there was a photo of me online of me in my wedding dress that I tried on yesterday.
Oh my God, I didn't want to ask you that question because I was scared that it was your actual dress. I didn't want to ruin that moment for you, you know?
It's just a dress. And yeah, it was funny. It was an okay dress.
But she's so cute, you know? She just wanted to share it with everyone.
She just wanted to share it.
I think it's just parents being proud, you know?
That's the things. Two sides of the spectrum here. Next up, guys, we are not far away from the first ever Lovin Dubai Community Awards 2025. Your votes have been rolling in. We've got over 13,500 already across 10 incredible categories, which you can see here beside me. Each one celebrating the extraordinary individuals, the groups, the people, the brands that make up the true spirit of this incredible city that we love so much.
So from community champions to rising stars, these are the people shaping the Dubai story in their own unique way. So if you haven't voted yet, now is your chance. So don't miss out on being part of Dubai's first ever community awards.
The voting will end on September 11th, and on that day we are having a big award ceremony, bringing in the heart and soul of the community of Dubai together. Follow along on our stories, and we'll also have a live stream on the night so you can watch every single moment. Let's jump in to our final story on today.
So Dubai influencer Hadeel Marei claps back at body shaming comments. So Dubai-based influencer Hadeel Marei is speaking out against body shaming in a powerful way. So after sharing a video highlighting the hurtful comments she's received online with people mocking her body and telling her to lose weight, Hadeel opened up about her ongoing struggles with confidence. She revealed that even after losing 50 kilograms, the negativity hasn't stopped, admitting that the body image remains a daily battle.
Now, after trying countless methods, she's considering surgery as part of her journey. What makes Hadeel's story resonate is her candid honesty. Instead of hiding, she's using her platform to openly discuss her experiences, something rarely seen in today's influencer space, where body image topics are often brushed aside. Body shaming has lasting effects, and she's been sharing those struggles. And sharing these struggles is part of breaking the stigma. That's why so many of her fans love her so much. And it's such a shame to know that this is happening on the side. So if you're supportive of her, you would just assume, like, everyone loves her, but to know that in the background, she's been getting this negativity, so sad.
But you know, I have so many questions about this, because first of all, her type of content is literally just humor, skits, content creation, very short, like funny videos that she posts on Instagram and TikTok. I'm just baffled. Okay, she's not publicly just talking about her body. She's just creating her content,
and people feel like they have the right
to comment about her body. That is not the most important part of her content. She's a very creative, she's a very smart content creator. So you're brushing all of those aside, you're brushing her content that she really works hard on, like thinking of the script, filming and developing and editing, only for you to comment about her body. But the content of the video is not about her body.
It's so frustrating.
And if you feel like this type of content, this type of person doesn't resonate with you, just move past it. Move on, unfollow. I don't know. If you don't like it, don't comment.
But who are the haters? Where are you? I know where you are.
You know what? Like, I don't condone bullying, but I saw this video online a while back, and you know what? I'm like, you know what? Those trolls really deserve a taste of their own medicine. So this is the person, what she did, okay? So she basically screenshotted every hate comment that she got, okay? And then zoomed into all their profile pictures. You know, for example, if they left,
Oh, yeah, okay.
No, go ahead.
Well, I just feel like they're fake accounts.
Yeah.
It's always fake accounts. Someone is sitting there at home making a fake account, and you're thinking, but then at the end of the day, we've had influencers in this chair so often, and we say, how do you deal with the hate? And luckily, generally, they tend to be pretty pragmatic about it, probably after going through a time when at the beginning it kind of hurts the soul. But then they understand that the people who are sitting behind their phones at home, making fake accounts to spread hate online, are probably very sorry, very sad individuals, and they have to just rise above it. But I guess you've got no choice.
But like, with the rise of social media has become part of our day, and I feel like we're so consumed into it, like it's not going away. Do you feel like we're becoming more confident because of social media, or we feel more self-conscious, more insecure, especially related to body image?
I think overall social media has been amazing in terms of encouraging diversity or different representation.
Yeah.
We had Jessica Smith here. She's a Paralympic athlete.
Yeah.
She grew up in Australia. She was born without her left arm. And she's
part of her change. She's part of the change.
She's part of the change, but she said when she grew up, it was like one specific body ideal and certain standards, certain look on magazine covers, and that's all she saw. It's all she had access to. Social media has changed that. So you have access to what you want to consume. So I think overall, social media, thumbs up. However, it can be in a very negative place, and I just hope that we can all learn to kind of build that kind of exterior wall, that we don't let the negativity affect us, and take it for the good that it is, which is spreading awareness for different things.
I feel there are two sides of the story. It really depends on the type of content. But what I'm noticing is that social media is turning bodies into trends. So if we look back to 2016, between 2016 and 2018, we had a certain body trend. And now they're trying to bring skinny back. And then later, it keeps changing. Like, it's becoming a trend. I don't know if you noticed, but they're comparing it to Kim Kardashian, for example. Oh, she keeps changing her body or whatever. But on social media, people are now pushing that, back to skinny, back to being skinny, like the skinny look, no BBL fashion, no like that type of fashion anymore. So it's becoming a trend. But what I'm always also noticing is that body positive content creators are coming out. They're not editing their bodies. They're showing it as it is. They're showing people that this is how normal bodies look. So I think during this time of our lives, yes, there is more body positivity, but maybe because I was a teenager back then, but as soon as Instagram launched and it got its hype and a lot of people started using Instagram, I felt like, no, it was not helping with the body images, making people more insecure because of that perfect.
Fine, but I would also say that when I was growing up pre-social media, I think we had Bebo. Did you have Bebo?
No, it's Bebo.
Did anyone watching have Bebo? It's like MySpace, a social media platform, like the OG social media platform for my generation. And so it didn't have that type of unrealistic, you just had one photo on your wall type of situation. But we had magazines, and the magazine was at that time promoting a certain body style as well. So there's always something. And like if you look back to like 1960s TV adverts in the States, it was a certain image as well with a teeny tiny waist. So that's probably the nature of human nature, is there's a certain beauty standard always being set. Yeah. But luckily with social media, and I'm just seeing a comment come here saying it's very easy to keep scrolling. Some people can't, like, I actually don't have this, and I've heard about the skinny talk thing. I don't have it on my wall because I only engage with anything to do with Dubai. So my feed is like Dubai, and it's up to us as individuals to choose who we engage with, the people that we follow, the information that we're allowing into our orbit. And it's very, maybe instead of teaching algebra, maybe there'd be a social media awareness class for kids when they're like 14, 15, and having those conversations that like what you're looking at your phone can seriously affect your mental health. And putting more emphasis into the choices and decisions you make to what's on your phone could be really helpful to kids.
But, you know, I'm surprised that you didn't see this.
It just went right back to the second story of the day. How amazing. Wasn't planned.
I'm just confused how you're not seeing skinny talk, because it's been emerging a lot on social media.
Is it because the TikTok algorithm is so intuitive and smart that I wouldn't engage with anything like that? As in, if there's nothing, I'll show you my feed, and it's Dubai, 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 Dubai. If someone mentions Dubai and Alaska, it's coming up on my feed.
Yeah, it really
because
is.
Because I literally share, I stop, I watch, I click share, I share it with the team, because it's the only thing I'm doing on TikTok.
Yeah.
But I intentionally don't use TikTok for anything else.
Yeah.
So I only go on it for work. So in the evenings, I'm not on it.
Oh, maybe that's why you still didn't build your algorithm. Maybe.
Well, my algorithm is Dubai.
Your algorithm.
So that's why I haven't, like, you should see my Instagram algorithm. It's wedding, 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 bride.
Mine is just close.
Le Como. But yeah, so that's why.
Highlight on stress on Le Como. But you know what? Even if you watch it for more than 3 seconds, TikTok picks it up that you're interested in this, even if you don't interact with it, even if you don't share it, even if you don't like it.
I'm not watching them for more than 3 seconds.
Yeah. And then
if it's not Dubai, I'm not.
Because the way they use the titles is crazy, and it's just, this is what I was saying, that, you know, bodies are becoming a trend. So because skinny is coming back, how to lose that baby fat, you know, on your body that you can't really lose, because technically that's just how your body is built. You can't lose that. But if you search skinny talk on TikTok, it's hidden. You can't see anything.
Yes. Well done, TikTok, on that moderation.
Saving people. Like, it's, you know what? Body images should never be a trend, you know, because it's genetics. It's your body. It's genetics.
Yeah. However, yeah. So stay informed. We'll leave it with Pazan Christ, who said haters are jealous people. Absolutely agree. Love yourself. We love Hadeel because of her transparency in her content. She's amazing. But that's the end of the Lovin Dubai show on this Friday morning. Thank you, Massa.
Thank you, Casey.
And we'll see you back here on Monday morning, same time, same place. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.